Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to jump on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 1, Arrested Redevelopment. As the episode opens up, we immediately are seeing Martell Holt and the charges that have been brought against him from, we are assuming, Melody of assault, and he has been arrested, allegedly. I have no idea, but I do remember a few months back seeing the allegations that, Martell had a mugshot and he was being charged with some violence or some kind of domestic dispute against Melody. And some of the castmates are actually speaking on it just in the opening scenes of the episode. Some of them are saying, okay, do you think Martell was being violent in when they took that trip to Houston at the end of last season? And so, right out the gate, we are talking about the alleged domestic dispute between Melody and Martell Holt that occurred. So I don't know. I mean, they starting off strong already. And we can immediately see that Melody is at her beautiful home and she is talking to some security guards that she has hired. And she is basically stating, because the recent arrest of her husband and the mugshot that was put out, her ex-husband, excuse me, um, she feels the need to add some additional security to her staff. She says that she doesn't know what he may do. That's kind of true. I mean, if she put him in that position where she has caused him to go to jail because of his actions, yeah, she does need to get security because, I mean, better safe than sorry. She has the kids with her, and not only that, just for her own safety, she feels the need to have some extra security around the home. I don't see any issue with that. I hope that we have a lot of comments back and forth because I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are. So now we are over at Martell's home and he is sitting with his mom and they are basically trying to figure out what the charges are about. And Martell is saying that it's over some charges that Melanie, for some text messages apparently between he and Melody. And so he's thinking, okay, why is she bringing these charges over a text message that happened in 2022? So apparently, let's assume that this season was filmed towards the end of 2023 because he is stating that the text messages were over a year ago. And then he states it happened in 2022. And his mom, of course, is siding with her son and saying, what's wrong with Mel? Why don't she step up and be a woman? Okay, well, we don't know what the text message is. He is saying that the text message was him telling her to stop bullying him. If that's all the text message said, okay, I don't know. I just don't think that's all it said because Melody, it had to be more than that. He had to have said more to her than "Stop bullying me." Do you guys think that he possibly communicated a threat to her, and that's why she had to do what she did, get law enforcement involved and get security? So Mel is actually talking to her brother. Her brother has come to check on her because he had been trying to reach her since the incident happened with, Martell being arrested. And he never was able to get her on the phone. So he dropped whatever he was doing and went to Huntsville to Mel's house. And they're just he's trying to find out, okay, so where were the kids when he was getting arrested? And she said during the time that the warrant, what they were arresting him until the time he got released, he did not Mel did not hear at all from Martell's mom, or the kids. She didn't get a phone call from anybody. So now the scene switches to Martell talking to his mom, and Martell, apparently when everything went down, he had just dropped one of the kids off at sports or something, and maybe another child off somewhere, and then he had to go to the records department where this is where he found out there was a warrant for his arrest, and apparently this warrant had been in place for like a year. Mel was stating to her brother that, okay, uh, she thought that, maybe if he was got a traffic stop, they would issue, find out he had a warrant and it would happen then. She never knew. Apparently the warrant was in place for a while, so she never knew when they was actually going to pick him up. Nevertheless, he went to the records department for the city of Huntsville, and when he went for whatever he was trying to pick up, that's when he found out he had a warrant for his arrest, and they arrested him. Martell called his mom, and his mom immediately came and took care of the kids. So he never, nobody ever reached out to Mel when all of this was going on. So in Martell's diary cam, he does state that he feels that quote unquote male is motivated by evil and she's doing all of this to get full custody of the kids. So basically he's saying, this is a plot. This is a scheme. And Mel is trying to do whatever it is that she can do to get full custody. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that there was actually a text messages where Martell was truly communicating a threat. She felt threatened and she felt the need to issue this warrant for his arrest? Or do you think that, it wasn't? But Mel said that she had evidence. She gave the evidence to the court when she was putting in for the warrant. So I don't know. What do y'all think? And I really wasn't going to say anything. Martell is still sitting and talking with his mom. And he is saying, he feels like a father's presence in the child's life is very important. I agree. I think that a father is very important. Their role is very important. Children need a father, they need their mother. But what Martell is saying that the father is more important than the mother. Not only that, but he is saying he feels like Mel is, trying to damage him, not just him, but in front of the kids. And he feels like he is a good father. Now, knowing all the things that we know about Martell, Martell has had a lot of indiscretions. And, does that impact his fatherhood to his children? You know, I gotta say it actually it does impact because they do see, and if they don't see it now because they're young, they will see it as they get older. All of this stuff is it's on TV, it's on the internet. They are going to find out the things that Martell did, and the things that has been said, not just by Martell, but also by Mel. But what I'm saying is Martell is the one that's saying that he is a good father and he feels like Mel is trying to damage him. Well, we really have to think who who really is doing the damage in this situation. So Martell is continuing to sit and talk with his mom, and again, his mom is taking the side of her son. I can't say that I blame her. I mean, I understand that's her child, and a lot of times moms will overlook the things that their child will do, because it's their child. They're always going to have their child's back. Okay, we get that. But nevertheless, the scene goes back over to Mel and her brother, and Mel is explaining, the whole situation. You guys remember about the video that was going to be put out about Mel, and Mel is stating this was something that she and Martell were doing, but Martell was putting it out to the public as if it was Mel and someone else. So yeah, we can already see that, Mel is she is not playing around with Martell this season. And Martell is still up to okay, but I'm a good father, and why is Mel treating me like this? I don't know. It's a little bit of delusion going on there. As far as I'm concerned, it's a lot of delusion, but maybe, yeah, it's gonna be a long season. Let's keep watching though. So Martell is still sitting with his mom, and they are actually talking about the text message in question. And Martell is stating, "Hey, it was only about 8 sentences, and, he feels like whatever he said, it wasn't that bad." I'm thinking maybe he communicated a threat. So, they provide the receipts of the actual text message that Martell had sent in question to Mel, and the text message does say, basically, "Stop bullying me, back up off me," or, "I'm going to ruin you." And your fans might get mad or that stuff of the like, but it doesn't appear that he's saying anything like, "I'm going to physically hurt you. I'm going to, you know, physically hurt you." He doesn't say anything like that, but he does say he also attached the picture. Now they don't show the picture. So what was it a picture of? Was it communicating a threat via a picture? See, they didn't show that, so we really don't know. So now we are seeing Stormy is pulling up to Miss Nail's daycare center, and basically they kind of start off talking about the situation with Kiki and how Kiki had been talking to the blogs, and apparently something happened where the blogs kind of got upset with her, and they put out all of the text messages, all of the videos, with Kiki. I don't recall any of this being on social media, but maybe it was. I just may have missed it. Did y'all catch anything with the blog saying something about Kiki happening? I don't know. Drop down in the comments and let me know. But they were talking about that, and because Stormy has been very ride or die for Kiki. Like, she's been defending her, always on Kiki's side, trying to include her. And even Miss Nail, was trying to be inclusive with Kiki and have her show up to the whole Houston event retreat type of situation that all the couples went to at last season. So they were kind of talking about that, and then they kind of switch over to what happened with Martell going to jail, and Miss Nail is saying she disagrees with Martell going to jail. She feels like that's something that could have been resolved between Mel and Martell. And Stormy is kind of like, "Oh, so you disagree?" It's hard to tell where Stormy lies. Stormy said that she has not really spoken with any of the other couples, I guess, since the season wrap last season. I'm pretty sure that Miss Nail, has been speaking with especially Mel. She's probably been talking to Martell because I think that she is really close to both of them still, her and her husband. They're still close with Mel and Martell. So I'm pretty sure that she's been having conversation, but Stormy said that she has not spoken with anyone. So as Stormy and Miss Nell are still continuing to just chit chat, catch up, gossip, they begin to talk about Destiny in her situation. And apparently, which again, this is not something that I have been made aware of. If you guys heard the tea about Destiny, drop down in the comments. Meet me down there. So apparently Destiny and someone named Sonny, who was one of the producers on the show, and Destiny's ex are now married. So Moses is married to Sonny, but apparently that as Destiny was dealing with Moses, talking to Moses, dating Moses, or married to Moses, apparently somehow Sunny kind of, used her friendship with Destiny to get close to Moses. I mean, first of all, we are 30 minutes into the season to episode 1, and so much tea has spilled, so much gossip has gone on, and I am shocked and amazed at everything that's transpired, and I had no clue about. Did y'all know this and y'all forgot to tell me? So now we see that Destiny she is back. She says, "I'm back. Did y'all miss me? Did y'all miss Destiny?" Drop in the comments. She is showing up at Tisha's home, Airbnb. I'm not sure what house this is. This is definitely somewhere different from where they were last season, but it's beautiful. I will say that the living area that they're in, the kitchen and living area, is beautiful. And so her and Destiny are getting ready to catch up, and of course, Tisha is already asking, "Okay, what happened with?" Your ex and Sunny, were you and Sunny friends? And Destiny is explaining, well, friends is a strong word, especially in this situation, because on one hand, she shared very private moments with Sunny as her producer and about what was going on in her relationship. Not only that, but Sunny apparently was texting Destiny saying, "I miss you," you know, so and so calling her sis and everything. And she also was stating that Sunny kept telling her that Moses, which is Destiny's ex, was saying, you know, Sunny was saying that Moses and Sunny were cousins because every time she went to a family event, Moses was there. Nevertheless, Moses and Sunny are now married. So I don't know. That is a whole situation. It's a difficult situation. I feel bad for Destiny actually, because she is stating, she trusted Sunny. And, as a producer, you probably should trust your producer. You don't expect for something like that to happen, but wow, that's tough. Now, I have to say this because Tisha and Destiny are still sitting there talking, and Tisha is saying, you really need to have a conversation with Moses. Now, Destiny is saying that her and Moses have known each other for years. I want to say she said around 15 years or something. And I'm not sure how long they dated. I don't think they were ever married, but um Tisha is stating, nevertheless, she's stating that, you really need to have a conversation with Moses. For what? What is the reason? Um, Me personally, no, just go ahead, chalk it up, babe. Chalk it up, let it go, don't look back, keep it pushing. I don't see what the purpose of having a conversation. Moses is literally married to Sonny. Go ahead and let them live their life and let karma, if you believe in that, have his way, baby. Not me. I wouldn't be having no conversation because what does it matter? So as Tisha and Destiny are continuing to talk, they're actually talking about the upcoming podcast that Carlos is having in Huntsville, where Mel is his special guest. And what's interesting is, Tisha's take. What she is saying is, I won't be in the building, especially without an invitation. Um, and she goes on to say that, it will be nothing but, Carlos's raindrops, that's what he calls his followers, and Mel's mellometers, that's what her followers are called. And Tisha says that the mellometer are middle-aged females that are very unhappy in their life. Now, Tisha, baby, why is it that just because people are fans of male, that they are unhappy in their life? Not only that, but she called the millimeters evil. Um, I'm confused. I'm in confusion. Like, what happened? Did something happen? Did you get attacked by the millimeters? What's going on? Why do her for all I want to know, Tisha, my question to you, come down to the front. Come to the front, Tisha, because why are the millimeters evil, middle-aged, and very unhappy just because they are fans? What about your fans? Are your fan or does Tisha's fans have a name? I'm not sure. But Tisha has fans. Each cast member, I'm sure, has fans. So I'm just trying to figure out, why is male's fans evil, middle-aged, and very unhappy in their life? And Destiny co-signs with Tisha and says that they are very toxic. Wow. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been watching the show. I love Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm a fan of the show. But I don't know, to call the fans of the show toxic, evil, and unhappy just because they like a certain cast member, I don't know. It's given hate. It's given, hateration, hate. Y'all are hating on Mel, and that's okay. Just say that. But to come for their fans, I don't know. Is a bit much. What are Destiny's fans called? Destinators. I don't know. I'm just making that up. But I don't know. I mean, I like the cast, but I guess I'm just thinking why so hard on Mel's fans? So now we see that Mel and Carlos are actually at the live podcast that Carlos is hosting, where Mel is his first guest. And they're talking about a couple of things, but one of the things that he brings up is the whole incident last season where Mel and Martell were meeting solo dolo in like an ice cream shop or somewhere. And Martell brought her flowers. And I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a whole discourse about the fact that Martell bought the flowers and, why is he bringing the flowers and he shouldn't be doing blah, blah, blah. And, Martell doubles back and says that Carlos made him bring the flowers. Now, I do remember seeing this in the blogs when as the season was progressing last year that Martell stated Carlos begged him to bring the flowers, and Carlos is now saying at this live event with Mel that that was a lie. He did not ask Martell to bring the flowers. The other thing that Martell had mentioned that, they were actors and the scene was scripted, and Carlos is also saying here that too is a lie. That scene was not scripted. Okay, but what I want to know is what do y'all think about that particular scene from last season? A lot of questions and a lot of discourse came up about it. Do y'all think that, maybe Carlos is scripting some of this? I mean, a lot of people think that reality TV is scripted to a certain extent. What do y'all think? Now, okay, so the live podcast is continuing to go on, and Carlos is actually bringing up the fact that Destiny's ex Moses married an ex producer to the show, Sonny. Sonny was producing Destiny. And Carlos is saying, okay, I know he's talking to the audience and saying, I know you guys probably heard about one of my producers dating Destiny's ex. Well, let's bring him out to the stage. When I tell you my jaw hit the floor, are you kidding me, Carlos King? If this is not the ultimate messiness of messtivity that could ever happen, you are literally bringing. Now, somehow they're gonna rope Mel into this. This was not Mel's idea. She looked just as shocked as the rest of us look. But Carlos King, you dirty. You are dirty for this. Come to the front, honey. Come to the front and have a seat, baby. Because what do you mean? Why? Why would you do this? Well, honestly, guys, this brings us to the end of the first episode of the season. So much to unpack here. Hey, y'all meet me down in the comments. I cannot wait to talk to y'all about what transpired on tonight's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. But I will see you guys the next time. Bye.